So this was the start of my 21-day challenge. I really don't think I was ready for everything that entails. I was just having wishful thinking at this point. I should have been did an update. This was all the way back in January, but I have been in restoration season because let me tell you, when you challenging yourself and pushing yourself that hard, when it's you versus you, when it's you and God, and you following the path and the instructions that's laid out before you, and sometimes it's just in the words of my father in ministry, it's a whole lot of hurry up and wait in that process. But this was the start. And you can go check this out on my YouTube page because this is all going to make sense in a minute. So for the people that's actually interested in the process in which that I did the path of least resistance for me. It may not be the same recipe for you, but for me, this is how that worked. Meaning, if I felt some type of friction or tension in the process, I literally moved around, and it was a whole lot of waiting and being patient in that process. But in the patience, I was being disciplined, how I get up, how I go to sleep, making sure that I'm emotionally processing, making sure that I'm journaling, making sure that I'm hitting my mat and I'm working out, making sure that I'm eating clean. It was a whole lot of structures being put in place. And the Bible tells you that you know the tree by the fruit that it bears. And when you're in the process of creating those structures and you're planting that seed for yourself, trust that process, because the roots have to take place before you actually see the actual plant, the greenery. The roots have to take place. So throughout this process, it was a whole lot of journaling. It's a whole lot of me being locked in with God and making sure that I know the voice of the Lord versus what it is, my discomfort. And this is where I implemented the process of also feeling like I need to be on a cycle. So for that particular month, because I started in January, the end of January, so I knew I had until February the 22nd, which would have been my 21 days. And I was going to grind hard for 21 days. And the last 7 days of that cycle would have been me and being in restoration and actually resting. And that's what I did. That was my process. And because I'm a scientist at heart, baby, I have to try it out to see if it works. And extremely exhausted. Extremely exhausted. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you like, oh, it was an easy process. Extremely exhausted, because once you're training, it's like anything that you do. When you're training your body to do something, there is a process in which you have to build some type of endurance and have some type of motivation and inspiration, and thank God for the tribe that God sent me, of people to keep me going when I felt like giving up and when things felt like they were getting a little too suffocating for me. I had people on my side that was championing me on it, encouraging me and filling me up. But so fast forward, because I feel like I'm just talking, so fast forward. This is actually February the 15th, and I started this 21-day challenge on January the 30th. And this is the elder praying over me, and I was licensed this day. So we're 2 weeks out. So really, as far as me going down the ordination track and my processing, because I'm actually in, so let me catch you up just in case people don't understand. I'm a third year MDiv student at Vanderbilt Divinity School, and I have been personal information. I've been very personal. I have been going back and forth with myself, being in conflict with myself about the ordination track for a lot of different reasons. None that I care to name, but for a lot of different reasons. So this actually happening is a big deal, and everybody that has been on this journey with me at Vanderbilt knows that it has been a fight with me in this ordination track. And this is like one of the most proudest moments of my life is in that picture. Thank God for Reverend Dr. Lee for taking that picture and being a great father in ministry. But that entire process was God sent. It was definitely God orchestrated. And I just want to take a moment to actually just express my gratitude because I could not have landed in a better place. So thank you, God, for that. Okay, so we're going to fast forward a little bit. Everything didn't happen at one time, but also it felt like everything was happening at one time because it's preparation that had to go into things. So here's the next thing that happened in those 21 days. So I had the luxury of being a part of the Faith and Food Collective for 2026. And these are all the wonderful people that are on the board. And I love these people so much. This was a very successful event. And it was so much that went into it, from the little nuances of emails and flyers and seating arrangements, to who's speaking on the panel, and the sound and the building, and it was so, and it turned out so great. And I am so grateful to have been a part of something so wonderful. And these people are doing great work. And I love these people. I love everybody in this photo. Listen to these people are pastors. Yes, most of these people preach the gospel, and this whole thing was brought about for health and wealth and creating food systems and boots on the ground and really being there and being in community with each other, because we truly need each other. But also, the guy on the left with the white shirt on, this is CJ Centel. He is the CEO of Nashville Food Projects. And this is where I did my field placement for my MDiv. And I came in there with the vision, and I just love CJ because CJ is like, we're going to just do it. We're going to do it and go wherever the Spirit leads us. And my vision was, I love community organizing. So prior to getting my MDiv, my background, I have my MBA, and my background is in logistics, and I love anything logistical. Global logistics and international business was my background. I still have those skills. I just don't use them very often in ministry. But I love organizing, and CJ gave me the opportunity to go out and meet so many different people, and Adam connected me to so many different people, different pastors and different congregations. I could sit and talk with people and figure out what it is that they're trying to do, because my main goal is to churches in Nashville have a lot of land, and I want to convince them, or really not really truly convince them, offer them the opportunity to partner with me and lease their land to me, so we could actually build these micro-sustainable communities with these community gardens on the property, so we can have food access with everything around where people are already gathering and taking advantage of the location like we used to do. So the next exciting thing that happened in those 21 days was that I launched my LLC, which is called Creating Possibilities Together. And I also founded my nonprofit, which is Co-Journeying Nonprofit. That's the name of it. And my vision was, coming into this process, was to create a sustainable community that has food access on the ground.